My friend, today we're going to talk about stillness. If you practice the art of practicing, you will become more accustomed with the chords on any instrument. You'll also become very accustomed to the way your body reacts to those. Like, can you hear, ah? If you can't hear the notes that are part of a chord and sing them back, that's fine. A lot of people don't have the ability to be on the note. I don't. Some people have perfect pitch, which is amazing. I have something called relative pitch. I'm usually a note or two off, but near. The reason why it sounds fun and good is because I've practiced many hours. The first 200,000 hours I think that I practiced music in and of itself, I never really knew how to practice. I never went over the possibilities that doing the same thing over and over again could lead to a point of having complete immersion in it. So, by trying to open my own mind and to expand my own horizons, I have tried to study Eastern thought and practices, leading to many questions and many answers. And the one thing that I still cannot do after years of trying is to clear my mind of all substance. This total lack does not happen for me. Zen meditation, where you can get rid of darkness and light, you get rid of sound, you get rid of the things around you, and you focus on the being of not focusing. So for me, I can't focus on not focusing because that's focusing. I'll never get away from that. But the closest thing in my reality that I can get to as far as stillness in the mind, it's when I'm improving on a progression, because the countless hours that I took playing stuff like C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G. When I think about what mode I'm playing, like G natural minor or harmonic minor, or dare I say melodic minor, when I play these and I change the tones that differentiate between a 1-2, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 6, flat 7, I don't think about what interval I'm changing or how it causes a different interval of consonance or dissonance in correlation to the root or the tonic. It just is. There's no way that I could explain this to a beginning student and or somebody who's never seen an instrument and or has no idea what music is. And then when you explain the same concept to somebody who would, let's say, have a degree in music and or plays music daily in multiple projects, bands, leads stuff, correlates activities, events, writes music. Everyone has their own different way of describing music. Hence, there are many different teachers and many different types of students out there. I am just one type of teacher, one just type of student. But what I'd like to relate in this video is the ability to do something that I'm not capable of doing when I don't have an instrument in my hand. Now, I understand this is somewhat counter. It doesn't seem like a Tao. It seems more like a Buddhist concept, but that's how the yin and yang of Buddhism and the Taoism works, I guess. When I'm clearing my mind of the C major, the D minor, E minor, F major, G major, A minor, B diminished, and C, I don't think about the countless hours it took to learn that key signature, nor G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G. It just is. So when playing a progression like C, these are just 3 chords, and they're part of 3 groupings of families, but I don't think about my relative chords and how they work together. A lot of the time it just happens natural because you can hear the difference between a major and a minor due to that median being flattened. But again, I don't need the vocabulary, and you don't need that vocabulary too. To have fun with practicing the practice, so if every day you practice a little something, let's say you just practice the difference between your do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, and do. When you play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, and then flatten 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. By flattening that 3, that 6, and that 7, you achieve a minor scale. Just knowing the difference between majors and minors is invaluable. If you could do it in every key, then you are one step closer to having fretboard knowledge that transcends just being able to write a couple chords. And and then being able to play for somebody or for yourself and write a little bit of music. What I'm trying to allude to, after a period of time of doing practicing, having a couple teachers, writing a couple songs, being in a couple projects, showing another couple group of people how to play, you start to define your own relationship with music. And the only time that I'm able to turn my brain off, like from everything else, like laundry and bills and relationships and car issues and stuff like that. And then with music, like being on stage, is my gear working properly? Is the sound guy listening? How come the lights haven't changed? How come this feels static? I can't hear the snare in the monitor, stuff like that. It really comes down to the kind of Zen approach. Is everything still okay? Does it matter if I hear the snare? Is the sound guy enjoying, or the sound person enjoying the show? Does it matter if the lights work or not? No. Would we still be having fun playing music? Yeah, absolutely. So a lot of it is brought me to the point to not take myself too seriously. Don't put too much stock into the music. You want it to sound good, but you know what? It's just music. It's fun. And then what this video is about, it's the stillness. After practicing and playing and having your own sort of repertoire, your words, way to describe it, you play with other people, you write a little bit of music, there will come a time where you are playing where you're not thinking about where your fingers are going, because the notes that you chose are part of a system that you've already devised. You've already figured out what all of your minor thirds are. You've played songs that are complicated. And you remember those chords, like an F minor and an F minor, and you don't have to think too much about them. Yes, there are flubs, but for me, what this video is about, and I hope that you find it one day, and I hope I can help you to achieve that, is the beauty of Zen and stillness that happens when you don't think about what you just did or the countless days, hours, years that you've practiced. You're not thinking about anything other than being in the moment and enjoying it. That is the stillness that I love to feel and I love to have other people experience. It is the most Zen moment that I've ever been able to capture as a human. Having a human experience. So if you are a musician and you know what I'm talking about, put your description down in the comment section. I would love to hear about everybody else's happy, awesome stillness moment. Aloha.